If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You is the 2025 film directed by Mary Bronstein, who did Yeast from 2008 and Roundtown Girls from 2009, which is a short co-directed with Amy Schmeitz and Ronald Bronstein, who is the husband to Mary Bronstein. So the Letterboxd review is everything. Obviously Ronald Bronstein co-wrote the Safdie brothers things and edited Mighty Supreme as well. So Letterboxd review is everything is under control. With her life crashing down around her, Linda attempts to navigate her child's mysterious illness, her absent husband, a missing person, and an increasingly hostile relationship with her therapist. The cast is Rose Byrne as Linda, Conan O'Brien, the therapist, A$AP Rocky, Daniel McDonald. Mary Bronstein has not surprised, but she's in it as well. It's got a lot of producers behind it, including Ronald Bronstein, Eli Bush, Josh Safdie, just to name a few. So, what do you guys think of it? So, George, go first and tell us what you think of the film and your first thoughts.
I really loved If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. I really didn't expect it to be such an uncomfortable and nightmarish watch. And I think if I was more aware, I would have been more hesitant into watching it. So I'm almost glad that I was mostly blind. But yeah, I mean, Rose Byrne is just incredible. She carries this whole movie on her back. Very glad that she's Oscar nominated because,
Yeah.
in a year of Oscars where, especially in the tech categories, it seems like such a thin range. It seems like just Sinners, Frankenstein, Mighty Supreme, etc. in every category for some reason. So I was really glad that, there were 2 lead acting nominees this year that weren't in picture, but were just really good performances, especially for Rose Byrne, because she's the sole nominee for this movie, Oscar-wise. And yeah, she absolutely deserves it. I've loved her whole career, but this is just incredible. And yeah, very Lynchian. I love the whole subtext narrative and the visuals and the, sort of symbolism of the hole in the apartment. The choices to, not show the child's face. And, it's for a movie like, Nightmare Blunt Rotation on the poster, Rose Byrne, A$AP Rocky, and Conan O'Brien. I mean, no pun intended, because this film is a nightmare in itself, but because there are these familiar faces, but it's such an uncomfortable movie, it's almost added to that. And final thing I'll say, I love that, sorry, Linda, is it? Rose Byrne's character? It's been a while since I saw it. Linda could so easily be a one-noted character in a film like this or in a story like this, but she's not. You just are thrown right into her panic attack, and there are points of genuine care, balanced with the points of genuine madness. So yeah, really love it. Definitely, I'd say it still sits comfortably in my top 20 of last year. So
yeah,
fantastic.
I think like you said, it's incredibly tense. I also went into this without knowing what level intensity it would be, and I have it written on here. Mighty Supreme would say is 7 out of 10 on the tense and the intensity scale. This is like an 11 out of 10. Like, genuinely, it's the most tense film from last year, one of the most tense films I've ever seen. It is incredibly tense. I think as well, like you said, the decision to not show the daughter until the final scene was a bit spoilers, but I read on Reddit that it could be interpreted that's the first time Linda is seeing the daughter as a real person rather than just a background and a nuisance in her life that's bothering her and stuff like that. So, Jack, what do you think?
I liked it. It fights between a 4 and a 4.5, but I'm more. Right now, it's comfortably at that 4-star rating. The acting's great. I don't find it as intense as you guys thought it was.
Really?
I thought it was intense, but I felt like Mighty Supreme and Uncut Gems were worse. Like, for me, even though Uncut Gems just has one scene, it's really intense for me. But I thought Mighty Supreme was worse. I don't know. I felt more. Though.
Yeah, but this is like. Yeah, but the way that I see it is Mighty Supreme gives you a gateway into being tense, because it's not tense from the first second, whereas Uncut Gems is, and this is like the fact that the ceiling breaks right at the beginning and that opening few like shots just shows you, and it just shows you that everything is collapsing around her, like the house and the apartment is, and it just shows you that everything's just going to go awful, and just lets it just be incredibly tense.
Yeah, fair enough. But I don't know. Just from no, I watched Mario Supreme in the cinema, and I watched this at home. So I think maybe atmosphere. Though I watched Uncut Gems at home and I was intense about it. But anyways, good script. Great acting. I'm glad it got a nomination. But yeah,
Yeah.
can't wait to see more.
So obviously,
I can't wait to see more
So
from Mary
obviously-
Bronstein, and see if she lives up
Yeah.
to the hype of her husband, Ronald Bronstein.
so we are recording this podcast, and we probably will be doing it during, but we are literally recording it like 20 minutes before, people are arriving to the red carpet at the BAFTAs. So, with the BAFTAs happening in 3 hours, what do you think about Rose Byrne's chances at the Oscar? Oh, the BAFTA as well, sorry. No?
No.
What?
I mean, it's fairly obviously going to go to Jessie Buckley. I mean, that's
Yeah.
pretty much guaranteed at this point. But
Irish woman in a Shakespeare movie. It's like
yeah,
pay to
so
win.
obviously, but it's an incredible performance, really. It's just unreal. So yeah, definitely, great job. What do you think?
But we all know what should win, and that is Renee for Sentimental Value. I love Sentimental Value so much. Sentimental Value is so good. We love the Norwegian cinema. Joachim Trier, if you hear me, please win. All right, out of the way. She's not. Yeah,
I
Rose
knew I
Byrne is
wasn't
not
going to get
winning.
the full load without hearing about Sentimental Value.
Yeah, I had to get you the full experience, of course.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah,
I had to get you the full experience. But no, she's not winning. Rose Byrne is not winning at all. And yeah, I'll go to Jessie Buckley because. Anyway,
what do we think? What do we think of the hamster scene? I mean, that completely caught me off guard. I mean, I wasn't even expecting that at all. I was
The
just like,
friggin'
what?
hamster, bro. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Jack.
yeah, that was probably the most intense part of the whole film. That did shock me. Like, that just comes out of nowhere.
Yeah,
But I thought
yeah,
the car was gonna just stop.
same.
I didn't think it would just go. Yeah.
But then that adds to the thing of everything's just not going to go right. You think something's going to go right, and it just does the opposite. It just goes horrifically wrong again.
Yeah, I don't think I could be a dad. That's the one thing
Let's
I
talk
was
about
taught.
that.
I don't think I could be. I couldn't think that.
Let's
Alright,
talk about that.
Let's go ahead. Let's talk about it.
Was 2025 the biggest year for being a cautionary tale against parenting? Begonia, Frankenstein, Sentimental Value, One Battle After Another, Die My Love, If I Had Legs I'd Kick You, Marty Supreme. Marty
Yeah.
Supreme's like, guys, don't have sex in the back of shoe shops at 23. Your life is gonna be over.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
What do you think
Auntie,
about
now
that?
you know why I don't think I'd be a good dad. Because all these films, bro, it's the film's fault, bro.
Yeah.
Big year for parent deterrent movies, bro.
As well, I think especially as well, like the tenseness, it makes sense considering you look at the producers. You got Josh Safdie and Ronnie Bronstein. It's like, the kings of making tense cinema. I mean,
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Here's some ball, okay? Produced by Ron and Josh, right?
Yeah.
Uncut Gems and Marty Supreme are about, men who have a specific passion towards something,
Yeah.
and that's why they're so stressful, because they keep running into dead ends and everything. Linda, If I Had Legs I'd Kick You, doesn't really have a specific goal or passion throughout the movie. Yes, of course, she wants her child to be better, but she's just trying to exist and survive, facing very regular tribulations that mothers have to go through every day. And she's just going through that, right? With no specific goal end, and which is why the movie ends like that, and it's just as stressful, which I think is really effective.
I think that's why it makes it more tense, because it's not
Yeah,
going through normal things, but it's,
yeah. It
you
feels
know,
like it's
it's
just a tunnel, as
yeah,
opposed to a tunnel with the light. It's just a tunnel.
yeah.
The whole movie's a
I
tunnel.
think I think that Conan O'Brien and ASAP Rocky were very good. I didn't really expect much from ASAP Rocky because, it's not really an actor, I don't think. But he was very good, in it as well. Conan O'Brien was great as a therapist. Obviously, Linda's a therapist as well.
Can I
Yeah.
drop
Oh my
something?
But
god.
yeah,
Go ahead.
Basically, it's what George said about like how all these films, have come out are about like maybe parenting isn't that good. I was thinking there, do you think that's because like for so many years, like everyone basically it's been like you gotta have kids, it's like it gets kind of that's like The Lobster for an example. The Lobster's about like
Yeah.
you got to marry or
Yeah.
like we. Do you think that? And now we're in like sort of an age now where it's like you don't have to have kids because it feels like
That's
you know
very yeah.
like it feels like you have to have kids.
That's a
Like it
very
feels
good
like it's such.
point. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Sorry. That's a
I thought
very
you were gonna
good
say
point, and
something.
I think it's like, 11 what? That was. That's a very good point, and 11 years ago, a movie as daring or with such a daring statement as If I Had Legs I'd Kick You would be more of a risk, right? So, instead, Yorgos takes the traditional, like, way of life and makes it dystopian so that you can reflect it, on the modern life of today and wonder, is like in the context of today's world, is that tradition dystopian itself, you know?
Yeah, that's kind of like If I Had Legs. I kick you dogs. Like I said, it isn't dystopian, but it's like more like the curtains because it feels like everyone there's a parent. Like, wow, it's so beautiful, but like it is, but at the same time, it's not that good.
Yeah.
Like, it feels like
I
everyone should have
love
kids,
the
but like some people
yeah.
are not built for that.
Sure.
You know?
I love the reveal. And it's also like not everyone should be a therapist because I love the reveal of her leaving Conan O'Brien's office and then going into her own clinic. Because you don't know her job beforehand, and it's just such a clever way to reveal that. Because it's like this mother's trying to process her own things, but she also has the professional burden of helping other people process their own burdens too. Yeah,
and
Yeah,
having a
that
baby
was a good
dropped
scene.
off at work.
indeed.
Yeah. So any final thoughts on If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You, and what is your final ratings?
No, I don't really have
I'm
much to
good
say.
for final thoughts, but I'll just give it a heart for my
Very
final
nice.
rating.
Out of 5?
No,
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
Jack.
I'm gonna give it a 4, but maybe on a rewatch it'll be up, but we'll see.
Yeah, so am I. I'm going to give it a 4. I thought it was an incredibly tense, fast-moving, chaotic film, which gives more anxiety than some of the scariest horror films.